Well, looks like winter is here. We still need to button up the greenhouse and get it ready for winter. I'm going to show you today what that process looks like and give you another quick tour of the winter greenhouse. Let's go see. So inside the greenhouse, to get this thing ready for winter, we put up a second layer of plastic on the sidewalls. The canopy portion over the top, and the two end walls have already got a double layer of plastic on it. The one in the canopy is inflated by the blower that you can hear behind me, and the other two just have the dead air space between the 2x4s that make the end wall. My weak point here is the sidewall. We only have a single layer of plastic here, and because it's designed to lower in the summer, it's not very airtight. So we put up a second layer of plastic on both side walls, and that buttons this up a little bit more. You can see these boards here at the top, and we also have some at the bottom. And we use those to create the dead air space on the sidewalls. I'm going to go show you on the side that's already going up. All right, here you can see this one is already going up. I have got more lengths of this treated lumber that is cut to fit between the steel poles there. We put up the sheet of plastic, screw through that board, through the plastic, and into another board on the back. We will do that top and bottom. Of course, I don't have the bottom up yet. Top and bottom, and then I can cover the leftover plastic on the ground with the sawdust, and it makes a fairly airtight or kind of dead air space that will add insulation value to the greenhouse and help keep it warm here in our winter. Pretty simple process. And in the spring, when it starts to get warm, we can simply take that plastic sheeting back off, and we're able to ventilate the greenhouse again to allow the hot air to escape. Now for the quick tour. Spinach is coming in slowly. I have some that did not sprout, germinate. I still need to replace a few spots there. This will continue to go through the winter. We have a couple of patches of kale. The kale, the temperature is dropping. The kale is getting a sweet taste to it now. I've always enjoyed kale, but it's particularly good now. We have just recently transplanted in more celery. That's what these little guys here are. There is a large celery plant here, a mess of beets that need to come out, and some recently started ones coming in. These will come out. We'll put more beet seeds in. We have a red and a white beet. Over here to my left, catch up with my camera, cabbage. We are eating this now every week. We're eating lots of stir fry, using the greens off of all of these plants to make up it's a very green stir fry, but very good. My radishes did not germinate very well. I don't know why, so I will try that again. My tomatoes that I did a video on a couple weeks ago, and starting a tomato plant from a sucker. They are here, growing slowly in the cooler weather, but they are still growing. I do have some tomatoes on there. Not a lot, but we do have tomatoes. There's some more here, and several of them on that plant. They're healthy. Here we go. They're healthy. It's a pretty big stem, but the growth rate has slowed down with the cool temperature. I expected it would, not a big deal. I'm expecting that next year I will start those tomatoes a little bit earlier for my goal of having a Thanksgiving tomato. We'll see. I just walked past the beans and Malabar spinach in the previous video. We've got the plastic laid out here for the other side. Forgive my mess. We just transplanted in a purple cabbage, a Napa cabbage. Over here we have broccoli, cauliflower, chard, a little bit of dill, cilantro. Oh, gonna have fresh cilantro. Basil, and again the rest of our kale. I've got one side done. You can see the boards there at the base, down at the ground. Between that and the ones at the top, I have got a dead air space there that acts as insulation. And there in the corner as well. Alright folks, I'm going to shut this down. We're expecting some pretty nasty weather the next few nights in the 20s. And I need to get this greenhouse buttoned up. Be sure and watch for future videos where we will show you the progress on this heat sink greenhouse and how it does growing throughout the winter. Thanks for watching and happy gardening.